Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Your host, Lorenzo Primerano.
Philadelphia Sports News. Live and live cameras.
Chuck Fletcher is gone. The MVP race for the NBA is heating up. Eagles are in a free agency trouble, and the Union off to a good start along with the Philly spring training, all coming up on the Lorenzo Primerano Show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lorenzo Primerano Show, and it has been a good bit. It's been a while. There's been a lot of busy things going on, but we're here. I think maybe the first podcast in 3 weeks. I think it's almost been a month. So we have a lot of things to catch up to. But, yeah. So the first segment I'm going to get to is the Flyers, because this is something a lot of us have been wanting for probably almost 2 years now. And ever since he probably took over as the Flyers GM. Chuck Fletcher, everyone, he is long gone. Chuck Fletcher was fired earlier this week. I think it might have been on Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, he's fired. He's gone. I'm happy. Everyone else should be happy, and everything looking like it's falling into place. Danny Briere will take the spot of Fletcher for the interim. Be honest with you, Danny Briere is going to be a much better GM, but too bad he can't turn the season around, because there's no way we'll be turning the season around anytime soon. But before we continue, let's hear a few thoughts from a Flyers fan about Chuck Fletcher.
Chuck Fletcher sucks. He said we wanted to win now. We've been horrible for the past 5 years. Signing Rasmus Ristolainen to a 5x5, trading Shane Gostisbehere away for basically nothing. Like, what has he done to make our franchise good?
And we are back. Look, it's time that we get rid of Chuck Fletcher. And, you know, as you just heard, no one is happy. No one is happy with the fact that he was our GM, and now we can finally sit back, relax. Not relax. I'd probably just sit back and just see how the next path takes us. But we need to do a lot of things in the office. We need to get rid of a lot of people. People above. I mean, we gotta wipe them out. Look, I know it's. You gotta restart everything. You gotta get new people, the new front office. Everything's a mess. Everything is completely a mess. The team stinks, and I don't know. I seriously don't know what to tell anyone. But man, will I be surprised if they don't do anything? No, I wouldn't. If they don't do anything with the hierarchy at all. And another thing about the Flyers is they made some stupid trades before the trade deadline. The trade deadline came up, and all of a sudden, everyone's making these trades. All these teams, maybe we're seeing if the Flyers, maybe we can turn this around, maybe. And yeah, never happened. Flyers, Zach McEwen's gone, and we didn't really get anything for him. So I don't even know what to tell you. I think we made 2 trades before the trade deadline. Absolutely no one. We're going to stink for a good amount of time. And it sucks to say that. After, 2020 season, we were looking good. Of course, COVID shut us down. And then that whole bubble thing was I don't even know what that was. But that was not Flyers. It actually looked like we were going to win the Cup that year. And, things just came crashing down. So, enough of the Flyers. They just make me mad even more. I am going to a game this week. On Tuesday, they face the Golden Knights. Should be a fun time. Really, really fun time. I don't know. I think the last time I faced them, they won, but I don't know anymore. we're going to get over to the Eagles because a lot of things are happening with the free agency market. And it is not going good. The Eagles were able to re-sign Brandon Graham to a 1-year deal. It's good to have him, back for another year. But we still have a lot of guys that still need to be signed. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I believe, is testing out free agency, but we are not out of the market yet. That just came out earlier today. And, yeah, it's a lot of our defensive guys. James Bradbury, Darius Slayer up there. It's going to be hard to re-sign some of these guys, and we got to pick and choose, who we think we have to re-sign. Jalen Hurts still hasn't gotten his big money deal yet, and Jason Kelce, we don't know about his retirement plans. The Eagles are a mess right now with the free agency market, and it would have been a lot more comforting knowing that if we did win the Super Bowl, none of this should have be a problem, because now we're trying to get back, and things are just everything. I'm not gonna get into the Super Bowl loss at all. It's just, it stinks to know that if we would have won that game, all this stuff that's happening now wouldn't be. Well, I'm trying to think of a word. It wouldn't be anxious to scramble and get all these players re-signed, try to get as many players back as you can. I mean, seriously, what are you gonna do? And I just, again, frustration has been kicking in. It's been kicking in for months now, ever since those 3 championships. But nope, we're not talking about them. I've already expressed my opinion on it, and yeah. So, our defensive coordinator's gone. Our offensive coordinator's gone. Steichen, I believe he should have stayed. Of course, he got the head coaching job, which, you always have to take the higher position. That's what you want to do. But Shane Steichen gone, and Jonathan Gannon gone as well. I thank the Lord every day that Jonathan Gannon is gone. Sean, I think it says Desai is the new defensive coordinator. Never heard of the guy, so I guess we'll see next season on how he performs. But that's enough for the Eagles. Union, another team that made it to the championship and lost. Big choke. They're off to a good start. Not a surprise, really. They're a good team. Last night, I meant to say, they beat the Chicago Fire 1-0, 90th minute goal. Wasn't able to watch it, but was listening to it on the radio. And 90th minute, getting close, especially with the Chicago Fire. Chicago Fire aren't that good, but Union trying to get back in the rhythm of things. They start out 2-0 at home on the season. Hopefully we can report more about them as the season rolls along. Phillies start the spring training. There's nothing really exciting going on except for, them that they've been losing, actually. I think the other day they got killed. I forget them by what team, but, none of the spring training stuff matters, really. But, baseball season's coming up. Hopefully Phillies can try to get back there as well. We have teams that can get back there, but will they is the big question. All right. So, I want to head over to Sixers because I know a lot of people have mixed feelings for this team. And they're kind of the only Philadelphia team right now who's in playoff contention, is going to make the playoffs. We're going to be rooting for them. I don't know if I said this the last podcast, but I don't want the Sixers to go to the NBA championship. And you can call me crazy all you want. But the thing is, I cannot take another loss. I just can't. Will it be great if they do make it? Yeah. But I will be scared to death that whole series. It scares me if the Sixers do make it to the NBA Finals, they might not win it. And I know that's for every scenario, everything that happens. But this Sixers team can have the biggest lead in NBA history, and a team can try to crawl their way back into the game. And it's been demonstrated time and time again last year, and it's been demonstrated time and time again this year. The Sixers have been up big in games, and they've just been blowing leads. They've been up by 20. It's scary to know that teams are able to come back against us, and we cannot let that happen at all during the postseason. And oh my God! And if we make it to the NBA Finals, I think if we don't make it past the second round this year, Doc Rivers should get the boot, get out of here. Yeah. Very, very, very scary, man. And I know you can call me crazy for saying I don't want them to go. It's just, if they lose, I don't think I can take another loss. I think I will have to take a break from the world of sports. I have to take a whole vacation. I can't. I really can't. But enough of that. The MVP race. If you follow my Instagram, you would know I posted the Kia MVP ladder. And I feel like the NBA hates Joel Embiid. I can't wrap my head around that he is not number one on this ladder. He is second on the ladder for the third year straight. He is behind Nikola Jokic for the third year straight. And this is what pisses me off the most, is that he is behind him again. And if he wins the MVP 3 times in a row, I am going to explode. And if it's going to be worse if Embiid is right behind him again. And I wouldn't understand. Embiid is having a way better season than Nikola Jokic, and it has been like that for the past 2 seasons. The first season, yeah, you can argue that Nikola Jokic had a reason. Nikola Jokic probably was the better winner, but the past 2 seasons, Embiid got robbed last year, and then this year Embiid's going to get robbed again because no 76ers is going to win the MVP. You know that for sure, but Embiid does deserve it. The whole city of Philadelphia knows he deserves it, and I just want to come on here and say the NBA, just give the man the award, man. Just one MVP. Just one. That's all you need. Well, I tried to fit as much things as we missed in the past couple of weeks into the podcast. I hope you all enjoyed. Hopefully, I am not busy these next weeks because pretty much everything's gone. It's just, a matter of schoolwork, doing all that. This has been the Lorenzo Pomerano Show. Make sure to go follow my Instagram, Lorenzo_Pomerano_show. If there's any Philadelphia sports news, that's where I'll be posting it. I don't use my Twitter anymore, so if you go follow that, head over to the Instagram, follow that page, so you get all those daily updates, if possible. This has been the Lorenzo Pomerano Show, and we will hopefully see you all next week.